Don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh, you stopped now since I put the recording on. So I don't want Lisa to hear you.
I don't think she watches our recordings.
No. Alright. Welcome.
I went to a Hindu funeral today.
Oh,
I
wow.
meant to just, I didn't actually mean to announce it. I was going to just tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to one before.
No,
They're amazing. I've not been to one over here.
So what did they do?
It was a bit frustrating because it was in a chapel at Woodbury Park, so it was all in all chairs. The priest and the other people and the wife of the deceased were down on the ground, like at the front. You couldn't sort of see because of all the chairs.
Yeah.
So lots of beautiful chanting, which was lovely, and some prayers. There was fruit, and then the family, close friends, did some anointing of the body. They took the lid off the casket and did the anointing, and then everyone else was invited up to throw.
That would have been
rose
really
petals.
special.
It was special. It was quite confronting though. I think it's only the second time I've been there.
Okay.
From my dad.
Was it someone you knew or?
Yeah, I know him very well. Yeah, he's the next door neighbour at my family home. So I've known him for like 40 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was, but it was very interesting.
Yeah, they're nice. I like that sort of thing.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And are they like doing like a few like the put fire to them?
He will be
That's
cremated.
what they-
Yeah,
cremated,
because
yeah.
we can't do that publicly.
No.
With-
Like in India, they would put it on a pyre,
Exactly,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they would like put it out on the Ganges.
I know. Yeah.
And they would like wish the
That's
soul like
Yeah, so we did the
journey,
wishing of the
you know, and
soul,
just
and
next
yeah, we did the wishing of the
next
soul.
body.
And she had the holy water and
Yeah,
just smashed
yeah.
something. Yeah, it was very interesting. Sad.
Wow.
Anyway, I just wanted to offer a thought for him and his soul, and I hope he
Thank you. Yeah, we'll pass
finds
that on.
peace.
Yeah, that's good. And that's what it's all about when in my practice too, when someone is sort of, you know, left, what we say is they left their body. And so you sort of help their spirit to sort of move on into the next body and transition, you know, safely, and you just pray for them, help them on their journey.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what you're saying, like you're thinking about it, giving your energy to it, helping that soul to pass on, not be stuck,
Yeah.
you know, in being disembodied.
Yeah.
That's where you have sort of the ghosts or the spirits that don't have a body to be in. They're sort of lost in between. If you believe that. There's a lot.
Today's the anniversary of the death of my girlfriend. Yeah, you just brought that in. I'm sorry. It was 17 years ago, so it's a special day.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, we had an amazing ritual with her.
Yeah, we should talk more about this. Western culture.
I think it's good to see.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's confronting because it's only like, you know, I'm 60. And the second time I've seen it in my life.
Makes you think a bit like, you know, it makes you more, I guess, reflective. And that's a great thing with like practicing yoga, reading yoga philosophy and things like that, because they, you know, not so much trivialize it, as in it's not important, but makes it something that we just talk about. So it's not really, it's just normalized. Yeah. And it's just, you know, it's like when, according to my tradition, it's like we know what's happening after and where you go, whereas most people, they don't know. And they have like, you know, either you believe that there's life after death or you believe that's it, you know, so there's this fear of like not knowing exactly. And that's what people don't want to talk about it, and you live as if you're never going to die. And then when you are about to die, it's so, you get so scared and overwhelmed. You know, so it's then sometimes hard to pass on. Like that's why some people get stuck. So, yeah, I think it's important to talk about death because we're all going to die. Absolutely. But then that's not the end, you know, as I see it anyway. It's just like this life, you have an opportunity to sort of set yourself up for your next life, you know, by being a good person, whatever. Yeah, everything comes back like karmically, you know. It's so complicated, that sort of whole idea of karma, that we can never sort of fathom the humanity of it. But it's like, you know, seeds that fructify straight away or later in this lifetime or in the next lifetime, you know. It's like how you choose to live. So if someone's not treating you well or going about life as if there's no consequences, and seemingly they can do whatever they want, like they can't.
They will get their karma.
Seemingly, you know, they will, because they're sowing the seeds to, in this life, it could be taken away like that, or in your next life, you might not even be born human, you know. So we're very fortunate to be in a human body, because that's where we have the faculty of thinking and have the opportunity for higher realization and transcendence, and, you know, whereas in the animal body you can't, because it's limited.
Yeah.
It's a bit of your philosophy, being on the class.
I like it.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Gives a lot of answers, you know, that a lot of people ask. What's the meaning? Why am I here? What's the purpose of everything? You know, and the answers are actually out there if we want it to happen. And it's like, I remember saying when I was younger, it's like no one gave me a memo. There's like no book on like how to live life. Like there's lots of self-help books and stuff, but that's all just someone's thoughts, and you know, it's not like some core essence of like what are we supposed to do? And then when you find old Vedic scriptures and yoga philosophy, it's actually the memo.
But almost like the Ten Commandments, I think, are fairly.
Well, they come from that. You
Yeah.
know? Like it all originates from those first ancient Vedic literatures. That's where everything comes from.
Right.
And in all religions, like you'll have, you know, be good to your neighbor. This sort of, it's the heart at the center, you know, of goodness. Yeah, and it's all that. And if you're interested in yoga philosophy, you could start by reading the Bhagavad Gita, and particularly a version called Bhagavad Gita as it is, because it's just a translation of the original text, not some interpretation or someone's viewpoint of it, you know,
As it is.
as it is. Yeah, by Srila Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe you could share it on the chat.
Yeah, I will. I will. It's a, you know, it's an interesting book of a lot of deep wisdom and a lot of answers that a lot of people are looking for. Yeah. But I was going to send an email message to Lisa about, because you gave me your email address,
I did,
and
yeah.
for her to just get it from her. But I thought if you guys want me to take your email addresses as well, I can send you links. We can do that today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Coral's calling, but it's only. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
It's frightening. It used to be summer.
What's that?
The Coel from New Guinea never used to come before December. Now it's September.
What's that? What you
But
heard?
that, yeah, Coel. The cuckoo comes down from New Guinea and throws all the babies out of their nets and lays its eggs. Horrible.
Yeah, I learned something today.
Yeah. 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I love the sounds of them though. I
Yeah.
didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
Alright. Closing down the eyes if you haven't already. Maybe sitting a little straighter in your spine. Everyone can take a few of those releasing, cleansing breaths where you just breathe in deeply and just sigh. Your day, your thoughts, your commitments, your plans, your worries, your concerns, your enjoyments, everything. land in that space. And that I've been so grateful to be sharing with you guys for the best part of this year, actually. It's been a while. Let's see if you can start to soften from the top of the head down into the back of the head, the temples, the forehead, around that upper region of the head before you look into the eyes, the area around the eyes, the ears, below the back of the head, just the nape of the neck, softening the jaw, the cheeks, the mouth, the clenching the teeth, softening the chin, the throat, the neck. Just imagine that you just start to breathe out your day with each exhale. One of my yoga teachers used to say how yoga is like a mini universe of the real world, that you get to step into this safe space to process your day, your life in general, your emotions, anything that you've gone through. Get to be in this space together where you're supported, be able to process and release, reset and reground. And to lengthen your breath now, maybe going even taller in the spine, opening the chest, expanding from the belly all the way up into the chest before you contract the opposite way. You can just allow the breath to flow through you gently, softly, lengthening and releasing. And if you like, if you're visual, maybe you can imagine that you're breathing up through the earth, through all those parts of the body in contact with the mat, the floor, and finally the earth underneath it all. Imagine that you inhale, drawing this earthy energy up in through the legs, into the pelvic floor, into the belly, up the spine, into the chest, throat, head out through the arms. Like you're filling yourself up, and as you exhale, that you're not only grounding, but you're releasing anything superfluous to, or limiting, inhibiting to your growth. You can even choose to breathe in a color, breathe out another color or the same color, if that comes to you naturally. It's allowing you to connect back into the earth as if you're plugging yourself in, recharging. Just doing 3 more of these rounds, these breathing cycles. And once you're done, just returning to your natural breath. Maybe do a light wiggle with the fingers, maybe circle the wrists both ways. gently start to bring the head over to the right shoulder. So just across and then back to center before you drop it down to the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale again. You can continue like that, or if you want to start drawing half circles now from the left shoulder to the right, and then from the right to the left. Just finding your own breath rhythm here. So just slowly start to warm up the neck, the sides, throat. Also getting into the top of the shoulders. And if you want, next half circle going into a full circle. Now, if you have any hindrances or any aches in the neck and it's hard to go on like a horizontal circle, maybe you can go on a vertical circle where you just imagine you draw a circle in the air with your nose. And then eventually changing the direction of the circle. And then coming back to center. Just gradually start to make some circles with the torso and upper body. So getting into the hips. This is also very grounding. Just imagine that you're sort of circling yourself like a corkscrew down into the earth. You can also do that with your soles to feet on the floor, just holding onto the knees and just going this way. If your hips get a bit sore, if your knees get a bit sore. You can even straighten the legs out to the side and just churn the pot. Just keep your arms straight, your elbows straight, so you come back slightly, pulling the belly button towards the spine to protect the lower back. You can either engage or fully relax the feet and the legs, and then change in direction when you're ready. This is called churning the butter. Coming back to center. Just bringing the soles of feet to the floor, the knees in, and we're just going to wrap our arms and elbows around. And then maybe, if you can, start to bring the head towards the knees. You might touch or you might not even be close, it doesn't matter. Just bring that chin to the chest, stay with your breath. Breathing up and allowing the spine just to open. And then inhale, come back up. Coming onto all fours. And then from here, just moving into a few cats and cows. Inhale as you drop the belly, arch the back. Exhale as you round the back, chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone. Beautiful. And coming back to center, bringing the knees a little wider, big toes touching, and then coming into your child's pose. Buttocks to the heels, head to the floor, or just resting on your hands or your block. Just allow the belly to expand between the thighs as you inhale. Opening the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Next inhale, come back onto all fours. Then continue the inhale to drop the hips, maybe lift the feet, open the chest as you draw the shoulders backwards. Then engage your core as you push back into your child's pose. Just find your own rhythm here. You can draw out the breath. Notice how it feels to really be present in all the parts of the length of the breath. You tuck into that juiciness of just being present with the breath. Just do one more round. And the next time you push back, up the toes, down dog. And just walking it out to first down dog if you like. Just on the spot. Maybe alternately opening the hips to the side. Make sure you're nice and strong through the hands. And gradually just walk the hands back to the feet. You can either keep your legs straight or you can bend the knees if you need to. If your legs are straight though, make sure you engage the legs. Let's see if the body can just, or the upper body, the arms, the head can just relax towards the floor. Connect with your breath again, allowing it to travel where it needs to go, somewhere where it feels a little tight or a bit uncomfortable here. Allow the breath to go there. And I'm going to walk the hands to the outside of the left foot. Bend the left knee. Keep the right leg straight or straighten it if it was bent before. Now as you inhale, halfway lift with the torso before you exhale to twist over to the left side. Weight on the left foot. Pull the right kneecap up. Now if it's really tight, you can step the feet wide apart. If you want to intensify, you can step them a little closer. Just keep pulling that right kneecap up. Keep breathing into that nerve stretch. Just keeping the head nice and soft. And then with your next inhale, we're going to walk the hands to the center and then to the outside of the right foot. Bend the right knee, lean the weight onto the right side, pull the left kneecap up to engage the left leg. And as you inhale, halfway. And as you exhale, twisting over fully to the right side. Again, just allowing the head to drop, soften the shoulders. Breathing into the nerve stretch. It can be a little bit triggering or like intense. If it's too intense, adjust the distance between your feet. And then inhale back to center. Step the feet a little wider. And interlocking the hands behind your lower back. Next inhale, lifting the hands off the lower back if it's available to you. Bring the chin to the chest. Engage those legs. Notice what sensations are present. Just observing now.
And as you exhale, lower the hands again, all the way down to the floor, bend the knees. And then very slowly start to roll up. Make sure you pull the belly button in towards the spine to engage in your core. Head and arms heavy and relaxed. Once you're up, you can close your eyes for a moment. Just notice the shifting, the moving of energy in the body, how it feels for you, how you're experiencing it. Imagine that you have a thread at the top of the head, just pulling the head a little taller so you can even straighter in the spine, giving a little bit of extra height, but simultaneously you're nicely grounded to the soles of the feet. And then gently opening the eyes, shaking it out. Going to the front of your mats.
Oh.
Talk you through. So now,
Our sun salutations on steroids.
I'll try talk you through sun salutes. There we go. Okay, so that's actually good having distractions. So a lot of my yoga teacher used to say, it's like any time there's just like your head's out, you think, oh, people understand me, we're practicing here, more peace and quiet, and really be into it. It's like, no, that's not the real world.
Because that's life.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So true.
So it's like the perfect opportunity to practice what
Yeah.
you've been practicing now.
Yeah,
You know?
so just hear it, notice it.
You
and just,
acknowledge it,
Yeah.
and you let it go, and then you focus back inwards,
Onto
you know,
your breath,
just your
yeah.
breath and your practice. And you can cut out the noises outside of the room and just focus on the ones inside the room and on the sound of your breath. Let's try it. So taking a deep inhale when you're ready, drawing the arms overhead. Finding the length of the spine as you exhale, come into your forward fold, slightly engage your core. Inhale into your halfway lift, core engage, legs engage. Now as you exhale, I'm going to step the right foot to the back of the mat, lowering the knee. And inhale into your low lunge, arms to the ceiling. And as you exhale, lower the hands, frame the front. Step into your plank pose, engage in your core. And you can do your chaturanga either with knees to the floor or straight legs, but make sure you're not drooping in the hips. Make sure you're engaging your arms, elbows pointing to the back as you inhale into your low cobra or your up dog. Broadening the shoulders, you're opening the chest. And as you exhale, tuck the toes, pull the belly button towards the spine. Adho Mukha down dog. 3 breaths here. So this is an opportunity to reconnect with the breath if you've lost it momentarily. Reconnecting with a slow inhale, a long exhale. Connecting again to the earth through the 4 points, the palms, the soles of the feet. And at the end of your next exhale, look forward between the hands. No breath as you step the right foot to the front of the mat. Between the hands, lowering the left knee. Inhale into your low lunge, arms to the ceiling as if you're scooping it all up. Exhale as you lower the hands, frame the front foot. No breath as you step to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway. And then exhale forward fold. Inhale slowly rolling up to standing. Bringing the arms overhead again, scooping it all up. Exhale, palms together, brushing past the heart space, just as a reminder of staying in a focus. Inhale for round 2, just you and your breath on your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway. And exhale, stepping in the left foot to the back of the mat. Lowering the knee. Coming into your low lunge as you bring the arms to the ceiling on the inhale. Exhale to lower the hands, frame the front foot. Step into your plank pose. Find your core here before you do your chaturanga. Find the strength, the inner strength. Nice inhale into your low cobra or your up dog. Find that boldness across the chest before you exhale to push back into your down dog arm. 3 breaths here, softening the head, the face, but nice and strong through the hands, the arms, the legs. And cleansing breath too if you feel like it. If you can have the elbows straight, yes, beautiful. But then still roll the shoulders away from the ears, creating space. At the end of your next exhale, look forward between the hands. No breath as you step the left foot to the front. Lower the right knee to the floor. Inhale to low lunge, scooping it all up. And as you exhale, lower the hands, frame the front foot. No breath as you step the right foot to the front. Inhale halfway. And exhale forward. Inhale to draw yourself all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Palms together. Exhale in front of that. Just take a moment. Release the arms by the side. Again, grounding through the soles of the feet. Noticing the effects of your sun salutes. Noticing where your mind is at. And then on your next inhale, bringing the arms to the ceiling again, scooping it all up. Now either palms together, or palms sort of shoulder width apart. Now find a point on the floor in front of you where you can keep your focus. And then tuck the tailbone, pull the belly button towards the spine. On your next inhale, start to lean forwards, lift the heels off the mat, come onto the toes. And then as you exhale, start bending the elbows, bending the knees, tuck the tailbone as you lower the buttocks towards the heels. As you exhale, bringing the arms out in front, knees out wide, and then coming onto your buttocks.
In theory.
In theory, gracefully.
That last bit.
Okay, so come here, bending the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. We're going to place the palms of the hands on either side or a little behind our buttocks. Now from here, as we inhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone, start lifting the hips towards the ceiling. Open the chest, tuck the tailbone here, you stay here. As you exhale, we're going to gently come back down, but before you touch the mat, see if you can slide the buttocks back between the hands to come to a seat. And we're going to adjust your hands a bit, and then we're going to do it again. Inhale, slide forwards, and up, lifting the hips towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, lower back down, slide back, and come to a seat. We'll do that a couple more times. Is that okay? Inhale forwards, lifting up. So this is one of the 5 Tibetan rites actually that works on our endocrine system. Exhale to lower back down and slide back. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale forwards, lifting up. And exhale down, slide back and stay. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Buttocks towards the heels. And then bring the arms out.
Lower yourself onto your back, heels out, knees together, just relaxing the spine into neutral. Relaxing the arms, the hands. Just notice how it feels to breathe deeply here, where you don't have to hold yourself up. Is it easier or more comfortable, or is it challenging in a different way? And from here, we're going to do a little bit of core work. So you can either keep the arms where they are, or you can eventually, if you need to, bring them down by the side, but just keep them there for now. I'm going to bring the legs to the ceiling. I'll pull the belly button in towards the spine to engage your core, and we're going to draw the right knee to the chest, simultaneously keeping the left leg straight, lowering it to the floor. And then we're going to bend the left knee towards the chest, straightening the right, bending it to the floor. It's like you're cycling forwards. So keep moving, keep cycling. You're cycling backwards. You're cycling backwards.
Oh, I am. How do you cycle?
Yeah, that way. You're like reversing.
No wonder I fell off my bike.
No, we're going to do the reverse one afterwards. So
That's good.
that's good too.
Just maybe do a pulse. It's not good.
So straighten the leg towards the ceiling, that comes back. Yeah, so that, yeah, beautiful, like that. Yay. So just a couple more rounds. Keep that lower back into the mat, not arch it. And then gradually bring the knees to the chest. Taking a deep breath. Maybe circling the knees to massage your lower back. You can do both ways. And then lower the feet back to the mat. And just relax again for a few moments here. If you want, you can straighten the legs. And then next inhale, we're going to bring the knees pointing to the ceiling, and then have the feet, or the angle on the knees 90 degrees. The feet off the floor. If you're not quite sure what I mean, have a look at my feet. See if you can keep 90-degree angle, so not bigger or lower. Now from here, as you exhale, we're going to lower the right toes to the floor, keep the angle, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly button towards the spine, engage the glute, and then inhale to bring it back up. Exhale the left leg to the floor, so point your toes, inhale, back up. Exhale the other side, just really engaging your core here. We keep that 90-degree angle, so it's like the knee joint doesn't actually bend. It just stays the same, as if it's locked in 90 degrees. Just doing a few more rounds. Softening the face and clenching the teeth. Last one. If that's your finishing side, I'll do the other one if you haven't done the full round. And then bringing both feet to the floor, or knees to the chest if you feel like instead. Taking a moment here. If you want, cleansing breath. Is it hurting your back? Is it hurting your lower back?
No, no, me.
Yeah?
I just noticed a bit tight.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
And then straightening the legs again, just taking a moment here, relaxing. So we're just in yoga. How can you concentrate if you're holding hands in a yoga class? So the great thing with yoga, it's really teaching the nervous system to switch on and off, because we go from engagement and, you know, acting to fully relaxing and pulling back. You're just really teaching the nervous system that turning on, turning off, switching between the sympathetic, the parasympathetic. If our body is limited from that working, we just get depleted, our energy, adrenals get depleted, because our energy or our defense system is on all the time. And next inhale, bring the right knee to the chest. And then just do wiggles. Maybe grab hold of the right knee with the right hand, the right foot with your left hand. Just rock the heel from side to side. And then start to circle the knee. And opposite direction. We're going to bend the left knee. Rest the right ankle on top of the left knee. Thread the right hand through the gap. Interlock your hands either behind the thigh or in front of the shin. So if you can engage that right foot, stay with your deep belly breath here. Press the lower back into the mat. You're not allowing it to come off. And then as you exhale, we're going to release the hands, lower the left foot, but to the right side of the mat. And then we bring the buttocks to the right side as well, before we lower the knees to the left side. So we're sort of hooking that right heel underneath the left knee. But bend both knees. Yeah, beautiful. Lifting the left shoulder so you get a little bit more of the right shoulder blade on the mat. So you can take a deep inhale here. The face and clench the teeth. And then bringing your head back to face the ceiling. And then engage your core as you bring the knees back to center, shifting the buttocks back to the middle of the mat. And then straightening both legs. Next inhale, pull the left knee to the chest. Grab hold of the knee with your left hand, the foot with your right hand. Start rocking the heel from hip to hip. And then start circling the knee. So getting in nice and juicy into that left hip as well. Changing direction. Beautiful. Bending the right knee, resting the left ankle on the right knee. Threading your left hand through the gap. Interlocking the hands either behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Engage that left foot. So try to push the lower back into the mat. Soften the shoulders. You can engage the hands and the arms, but just soften the shoulder. Staying with your breath. Just noticing what this side feels like. And then as you exhale, release the hands. Lower the right foot to the left side of the mat. Shifting the buttocks as well to the left side before you lower the knees to the right. If it's okay, keeping that left heel underneath the outside of the right knee, arm shoulder height, and gently lifting the right shoulder off to get some more support for the left shoulder. And you're just tuning in, noticing how does it feel on this side as you start to take a few deeper breaths here as well.
Which way are you facing?
So you can either face, depending on your neck, you can either face the ceiling, you can face the left hand, or you can face the right hand. If you face the left hand, you get that proper screw, you know what I mean? Like as if you're sort of scrunching up, what do you call that again? When you scrunch up the dishcloth?
Yes.
Squeeze, yeah, you squeeze it sort of, you know, that's, you get the full sort of twirl in the spine. Sorry, it's my language barrier sometimes.
Twist.
Yeah, you get that full twist, you know, from the lower spine to the top of the spine. You like it?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, it's so easy to do as well, you know, just at home if you feel a little bit inflexible or stiff. Just these few movements at home in the morning sets you up for the day. And then just inhale, back to center, get your core to bring the knees back up, shifting the buttocks, and then straightening. Taking a deep inhale, and sighing it out. And I'm going to show you a nice little heart opener you can do at home just with like pillows or a couple of blocks if you've got. Make sure you have 2 blocks. So the blocks essentially have three heights, right? 1, 2, and 3. So you can start by placing it all on one. Just don't get ready yet. I'm just going to show you the options. So the idea is that you rest the head on one, and that you have this one just underneath the shoulder blades, tuck the tailbone to get that opening. This is a nice one to do in the evening because it's not too strong. And when in this one as well, you can also bring it to the second, just to get a head a little higher. Now, if you're in the day and you feel like having a bit more of a heart opener, like in the morning, you can also do this. Then it can be a little bit further up between the shoulder blades because it's narrower. That's also a nice heart opener, shoulder opener. Make sure you tuck the tailbone so you're not compressing the lower spine. But this one I would recommend at night because then you get too awake. That's just how you can use the blocks and get different effects. But start with this one, and if you need to bring the second one under the head a little higher, you can. Your buttocks should be on the floor, and you should have the block sort of here so you don't feel like it's digging into your shoulder blades. So once you're down, you can adjust it underneath you. And if for any reason you can't find comfort in this pose at all, then feel free to come out of it. If it's strong on your lower back, you can bend the knees. So most poses in yoga has as many variations as there's people. So you can adjust according to yourself. That's why it's so important to tune inwards, to really listen. How can I accommodate myself? How can I give myself breath support in any pose? Just not going on autopilot. Slowly in your own time, just bringing the blocks to the side. You can have the spine neutral for the last few minutes.
Just taking a few deeper breaths. Really. And placing one hand on your heart, the other one on your belly. Or if you feel like placing both hands on the heart, you can. We're going to seal off our practice today with 3 ohms together. Just allowing yourself to receive the vibration of the mantra Om. Imagine that the sound vibration just enters your ears from everyone around you, travels down into the heart, softens, cleanses the heart. And from your own mantra, just opens you up from within. Taking a deep inhale to start. Just taking a cleansing breath in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Beautiful. Inhale as we draw the arms overhead, stretching, pointing the toes. And as you exhale, just bringing it all in, knees to the chest. If you feel like a little bit of a low back massage, again, you can circle both ways before you roll onto your right side. And then slowly just coming up to your seat, eyes closed the whole time or once you're up and seated.
taking a moment to notice how it feels to be in your body and your mind now after the part. And there's a bit more space all around. And then inhale as we draw the arms overhead, scooping it all up, palms together, and as you exhale, drawing the palms to the front of the heart, thumbs resting in the middle of the chest. Just gently bowing the head, just giving thanks to yourself for the continued efforts of showing up for yourself regularly like this, coming to yoga. And then thumbs to the third eye, gently bow the head even more. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste chant.
There's Namaste, Namaste. Yeah, there's lots of this Sanskrit. I don't know all of it, but it's all calling out to,